Let's talk about that controversial ending last Saturday. The Atlantic 10 issued a statement on Sunday to clarify why the technical foul was called, and it wasn't because of the St. Bonaventure fans storming the court. The administrative technical foul was assessed for multiple reasons. The most significant was an individual taking the game ball from the inbounding baseline and walking down the sideline, causing the VCU player to look for the ball and chase the individual to secure the ball for inbound. Simultaneously, one of the game officials collided with a fan on the court prior to the inbound toss. It was after these violations that the clock expired and the students and fans stormed the court with zeros on the clock. As a result of this misrepresentation of the administrative technical foul assessed to St. Bonaventure, which reflected poorly on the SBU student body, the officiating crew will be disciplined for not immediately stopping the game for disruption of play. Gary, that is a lot to digest. What's your take on it?
It's unfortunate for St. Bonaventure because that's a win that was in the win column and it got turned into a loss, no fault of their own. But it is fair to point out that according to the rule book, the officials got it right. Now, they assigned it incorrectly initially, which is why they're being disciplined. But when there is any kind of this stuff that happens in that moment, the home team is assessed a technical foul. So by the rule book, VCU was supposed to shoot that free throw. We were supposed to go to overtime, but I can certainly understand why if you're St. Bonaventure, you're disappointed. And it also hurts Dayton because if not for this, taking a win from St. Bonaventure and turning it into a win from VCU, Dayton would be alone atop the A-10 standings right now. They're instead tied with VCU, and this is the reason.
Yeah, it's the security guard. There you saw the security guard grab the ball and start walking down the sideline and holding back the crowd from coming onto the court. Now, he was doing his job, and he's not supposed to touch the ball, I understand, but the ball was bouncing into the crowd. So someone was going to have to stop it from going into the crowd, whether it was a security guard, whether it was someone in the crowd who grabbed the ball and then got the ball back into the field to play. You know, that's just an interesting ruling, an interesting decision to give a team the opportunity to tie up the game at that point, because when logic tells you the fans didn't run onto the court, they didn't cause any disruption until the clock went to zero. The security guard is doing his job by not allowing the ball to go into the stands, basically. And I think they could have just cooled everything down, gone to replay, and just said, okay, there's 0.4 left on the clock. Here you go, VCU. You're down one. Let's finish this thing out. I think that would have been the right decision to make.
I'll put the blame solely on the officials because in today's day and age, we get information in real time. And you can go back to the replay immediately and assess the situation and see what exactly transpired. Obviously, like you said, the security guard was just doing his job. So, yes, the Atlantic 10 got it right because it's a rule, but it's a stupid rule. Because it's one of those situations, it's an anomaly. What happens when that situation occurs?
Yeah, balls go into the stands all the time. I mean, think about it. Ball goes flying into the stands, and the play-by-play guy catches it, and then he throws it back to the official. Where was the official when the ball went through the basket?
The officials were just caught up. They were caught off guard as well.
The ball's bouncing into the stands. Where was the official under the basket to grab the ball and bring it back into play and bring some order? I mean, technically, the security guard was trying to not allow the ball to go into the stands. You didn't have to just blame, say he wasn't doing his job right. If he didn't touch the ball, someone would have had to get the ball back into the field to play. And I don't know if the VCU player would have gone into the stands to get it.
The disappointing thing here is that there weren't 4 seconds on the clock. It was 0.4. And nobody goes length of the court in 0.4, except for maybe Kevin Love and LeBron James in Washington, D.C. And so you just look at it logically, like that was a St. Bonaventure win, it doesn't matter. But VCU's argument was this. We were trying to get the ball in inbound while they weren't paying attention, while they were celebrating. We wanted to take advantage of that. If you do what Wally suggests, that means, hey, let's just put 0.4 on the clock and play it. Now VCU's set, they're ready, they're prepared. We wanted to take, St. Bonaventure is. So we wanted to take advantage of St. Bonaventure being scrambled. We weren't allowed to do it because that man grabbed the ball. That's a disruption in play.
That's
Give
fair.
us the technical.
Why can't the officials say, listen, we want to check the time on the clock? Ball went through the basket. We want to get exactly how much time VCU had on the clock to maybe try and make a shot at the end of the game. Why can't the officials use the replay for that excuse, right? That's a possible thing instead of just having the game be on the security guard's shoulders that he caused the technical foul and it's all on him. I don't know. I just...
Tough spot. The A-10 obviously has done everything they can to clean it up.